Sama. Hello, YouTube. It's nice to be with you guys today. Hello, my YouTube family. Hello, everybody. Thank you all to my subscribers. Thank you all for those that comment, for those that ask me questions. If you notice, I always take my time to answer everybody, except if I do not see. But eventually, I will answer everybody. I'm so very grateful. Okay. I thank you all, those that have been liking my videos, those that have subscribed. Oh, you're so dear to me. Okay, I love you all. You're my YouTube family. Just like I call my students, I call them my soaping family. We are a family. Okay, and for those of my soaping family that are into formulation, I call them colleagues, because what I can do, they can do. Okay, so we are like soaping colleagues. We share ideas. Okay, so today we'll be doing we'll be formulating our own. We'll be doing formulation of tile cleaner. One nice thing about this formulation is you could convert it into your body wash, you could convert it into a dishwash, you could convert it into a lightening body wash, you could convert it into a herbal body wash, fruity body wash. So this is not something you want to miss. Believe you me, it's not something you want to miss. I will pieces it down for you when you will like it. The only thing is that you might be patient with the video, because it was my daughter that was holding the video, so some parts were shaking. But believe you me, if you are patient enough, you'll follow it and you enjoy it. Okay, so we'll be doing our formulation of a liquid body wash. I will be doing the calculation for 4 liters of body wash. Okay, be calculating for 4 liters of body 4 liters of tile cleaner. Okay, and as I said earlier on, this can be converted into body wash, it could be converted into dish wash. Okay, so now I want to use this opportunity to tell you people something. Our soap formulation classes are still on. You see the way you will see this video, the way I teach this how to make this tile cleaner. That's how I teach soap making. I will teach you in such a way that there is no soap you'll not be able to make. Because honestly, as I always tell you here on YouTube, and even as I always tell my students, anybody that gives you recipe has given you fish. But anybody that's giving you formulation has given you how to fish. You can imagine just this one formulation I'm going to give you now. You can convert it into different kind of liquid wash, be it body or tile or dish. You can imagine if you have formulation for soap making, you can use it to make any kind of soap, be it soft soap or bar soap. Okay, so if you know you are interested in this kind of things, please, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. And if you've not yet joined us in our soap making, our cream making, our promixing, please do. Because the way I teach here, that's how I teach. Even the promixing, you will not need to spend 250,000 naira. With less than 10,000 naira, you will do it. You will do it. We have recipes in it, and we also have formulas in which you do your promixing. Do you understand? You don't have to break the bank. You don't have to break your bank. How did they even say that thing? Okay, soap making, cream making, promixing, we are your best plug. Okay, another thing I would like you to know, this soap formulation that I teach can be learnt by anybody. It is an international standard. You can learn it whether you are in Alaska, you can learn it whether you're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. I'm just joking. You can learn it whether you're in the Sahara, you are wherever. You can. It is an international standard. Okay, you can learn it wherever. So wherever you are, if you're interested, please do join us. Even don't be afraid of maybe to be expensive or no. Our services are very affordable. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you all there, right? See ya. So now I think I've said enough. Let's go into the video and see how we'll be able to formulate and calculate our own tile cleaner for 4 liters. I'll be showing you formulation of tile cleaner. Okay, so everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is ZESTA Herbal Soap, Skincare and Lifestyle. If this is your first time of stopping by our channel, you are welcome. We love you all. And if you are an old subscriber or an old viewer, welcome once again. We love you all. Please don't forget to drop a useful comment, to ask us anything you don't understand. If you are a newcomer, don't forget to subscribe and then hit the notification bell or the like button for us. Okay, here we teach each other how to formulate not only soaps and creams, but household products and many other things that will be useful to us as individuals, our families and community as a whole. So once again, welcome back. Today I'll be teaching you the formulation of tile cleaner. Okay, tile cleaner formulation. So now we'll start with the first ingredient. The first ingredient that has the highest amount. So we'll be writing it down like that from the highest amount to the lowest. Okay, our water. Our water, that is our H2O. We all know water is H2O, is it not so? And for our water, we'll be using 65% as our formulation. Our formulation is over 100, okay? So the second ingredient we'll be considering is our SLS, okay? Our sodium lauryl sulfate or our foam booster, okay? We'll be using 27%, okay? Then the third ingredient is our hydrogen peroxide. Okay, let me write it in a way you understand. Our hydrogen peroxide. Which is in the form of H2O2. Okay, for our hydrogen peroxide, we'll be using 5%. Our hydrogen peroxide is the active in our formulation. You can substitute this active with sulfuric acid. Okay, that's hydrochloric acid. Sorry, not sulfuric acid. You could substitute one. Okay, and then for this SLS also that we use 27%, you could split up this 27% and make it SLS and your sulfonic, not sulfuric acid, sulfonic. You can decide to use, for example, 20% SLS and 7% sulfonic, okay? Or you could decide to use 25% SLS and 2% sulfonic, okay? That is your LAPSA. Sulfonic is also known as LAPSA, okay? Our next ingredient will be our perfume. Our perfume. It will be advisable you use a water-based perfume, okay? Not an oil-based perfume. And for this perfume, you can use what? 1%, okay? You can use 1%. Then for our dye, use less than 1%, okay? For our preservative, use also less than 1%. By the time you take a total of all these, it will give you what? 100%. Okay, so this is simple formulation of our tile cleaner. Let me go over it again. Our water 65%, our SLS 27%. I remember I told you this SLS, you can decide to use it as SLS and sulfonic. Maybe SLS 20%, sulfonic 7%. Is it not so? It will all give you your 27%. This SLS is our foam booster in our tile cleaner. Your hydrogen peroxide, which is your active, you can decide to use 5%. You could decide to use hydrogen peroxide, or you could decide to use hydrochloric acid. Okay, as your active. Then your perfume should be 1%. Your dye should be less than 1%. Your preservative less than 1%. Usually, dye, that is your dye, is also your color. It is usually quantity sufficient. Okay, but as much as possible, don't use much. If you use much, it might tend to spoil your product by staining. Okay, and then your preservative, of course, our preservative is always, sorry, your preservative is 1%, not less than 1%. Your preservative is what? 1%. It's salt that is less than 1%. Let me write it here. Salt less than. Let me rearrange this, okay? Please, sorry, let me rearrange this so that it will not confuse you all. I'm doing this thing off heart, okay? So now our preservative 1%. Preservative is always 1%. Then our dye or color, which should be water based, should be less than 1%. Our salt, which will act as our thickener, should be less than 1%. Okay, this is how it should look. Okay, now by the time you calculate all this, it should give you a total of 100%. Okay, that is how it should be. This is how it should be. Water, SLS, water 65%, SLS 27%, your hydrogen peroxide 5%, your perfume 1%, preservative 1%, your dye or color less than 1%, your salt less than 1%. Okay, usually for this salt, I will show you the video, but listen to the explanation, it will help you. Usually for the salt, you get your less than 1%. For example, for your color, you could decide to use 0.5%, your salt 0.5%. You now dissolve it in a little bit of water. Then when you make your product, you pour a little bit and mix, until you get the desired thickness. If you put in too much, at the end of the day, it will spoil your product. Okay, so let's calculate and see. Let's say we want to make 4 liters of our product. How will we get our values? Our values based on this formulation that we have made. So I will do that for you in a minute. Everybody, welcome back. So this is the part 2 of our formulation. In this part, we are going to do the calculations to get to know how many the amount of all these particular quantities I've listed here, to know the amount we'll be using to make our product. I remember I said we want to make 4 liters. Why I said 4 liters is because most of our jerry cans that we use in selling this liquid soap comes in 4 liters. So we are going to do the formulation for 4 liters to see what amount of water, SLS, hydrogen peroxide, perfume, preservative, dye, salt are we going to use for our product. Okay, so now before we do that, we have to do some little basic mathematics. Our water is 65%. What does that mean? Anything you see percentage means what? Over 100. That will be 65 all over 100 times what is our total formulation that we want? It is 4,000. 4,000 all over 1. By the time you do your maths, you have to do this together with me, okay? So that I'll not be the only one talking. By the time we do this, what we get? We get 2,600. What this means is that we need 2 liters, 600 mils of water, okay, for our formulation. Then our SLS is 27%. What does that mean? We simply just change this to 27. By the time you do your simple arithmetic, what would you get? You do your 27 divided by 100 times 4,000, it will give you 1,080 mils. Okay, so this is mils because it's water, is a liquid. Your SLS mils. Okay, then your hydrogen peroxide, now we substitute this to 5%. To 5, sorry, not 5%. And by the time you do your 5 divided by 100 times 4,000, you get what? 200. Is it not so? Your hydrogen peroxide is water, so also it is in mils. Okay, let me clean this up. Then our next ingredient is perfume. Our next ingredient is perfume, and our perfume is 1%. By the time you follow the same procedure I did here, our 1% is equal to what? 40 mils of perfume. Then our next ingredient, preservative, is also the same 1 mil, so that's what? 40 mils. Our dye or color, what this means is that we say less than 1%. What it means is that it should be less than what? Less than 40 mils. Or let's say we use 0.5, it should be less than or about 20. Sorry, perfume. Our color is not usually in water. In liquid form, it's usually solid, so this should be grams. Is it not so? It should be grams. Our salt too should be the same. It should be less than 40 grams or highest 20 grams. That's what it means. When it comes to color, from my experience, I know that even this 20 grams will be too much. Perfume and color that will do this formulation for 4 liters should be about maybe 2, 3, or if it's much 5 grams, depending on the kind of color. But I want you to note that there is hydrogen peroxide in this recipe, okay, in this formulation. And hydrogen peroxide is a strong bleaching agent. It is so strong that even when you rub it on your skin, your skin turns white immediately, but after some time it reverts back to its own color. That is to show you the kind of strong oxidative properties it has. So it might affect your color. So that's why the color, you might have to end up putting a little bit much, but don't put much. If not, it's not funny when somebody is cleaning his tiles and the tiles turn green or pink because that's the color you used, okay? So now from this, now we've seen the amount of ingredients to add, okay? Your water is this. This is your SLS liquid, your hydrogen peroxide, your perfume, your preservative, your dye, and your salt. Remember this, in this part I told you, you could split it. Okay, let's say you're adding it with sulfonic to boost its foaming properties. What this means is that maybe you could decide to use 900 mils of SLS, and then for your sulfonic you now use 180 mils. That will give you your total of 1080 mils. Is it not so? So now that we've established this and we are okay, we'll meet in the part 3 where we'll do this practically and see how it will come out, okay? So it's nice talking, it was nice making this video with you guys, okay? I'll see you in the next part. See ya. Sama. Ba za ka stopping ba? It's okay. Thank you. It's okay.